Won't you give me Jesus where you have me go? Lead me, Jesus, where you have me go.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Mike Moore, aka Marvin, aka maybe 420. And it's been a minute, but I'm back. And this video is a special video because I have my older brother here, and he want to share some news with me about our mother. Rest in peace. And it's a very interesting story. So I'm gonna let him just go ahead and kick it off so he can get it out. Cause I don't know if it's true, you know, but I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions, you know, to see if I can make some sense of what he's saying. But anyway, without no further ado, here's my older brother, Carl.
Well, to start this story off, we have to go back to a town called Missouri. It's called Carruthersville, Missouri. A town called Carruthersville, Missouri. And hate tide was across the street off of 57. When you come in out of Indianapolis, you come in on 57 down to Missouri, Hate Tide, Steelville, Cairo, and then you start going into Arkansas. Well, we worked all up around there. During this time, we were very poor. We were very poor. A lot of times we didn't know where our food come from. Rabbits, possum, coon, squirrel, blackbird, we ate all. But there was a store called Moody. Mr. Moody called the Moody store. And my mom did work for him. He was younger then. She was working up at what they call, back in the day, you used to call it a big house, big white house, whatever you want to call it. But my mama worked there, and things happened, which at the time, and for a long time, I was not allowed to say things or even mention things because at that time would get people in trouble. And I was told not to say anything about my brothers. Now my mom is gone, but mama had to hide things that she didn't want my second siblings' fathers to know about. When they came in about, then my mom had the bag off of Mr. Woodford. My two brothers, I could not play with them or attend with them anymore because of mama and them kept everything hush-hush. I love my brother John and Mike. I love them just dearly. And then mama was left all alone by herself. She was living in the place. They sold the place out my fun and everything. She went back with Mr. Moody. So I worked back down there again. And I think that's what Pat came about. Don't take my word for any of this because I'm not quite sure how it all happened. This is what you're missing. This is what you're missing. Mama came out of Papa's house into her own after I was born. Moody was already here. But mama could not have them in the same house with her because of the fact that the Moody was on one end and the Moody was on the other end. So mama couldn't, it was a cutoff thing between me and the Moody boy. You understand what I'm saying? We could not, segregation was bad in Alabama, Mississippi at the time. We didn't have segregation in Missouri until later years. But they already knew that Mama would have been pregnant by Mr. Moody. They probably would have killed the boys and me too. But that's the way.
But here's this man with 2 babies.
Yeah.
2 younger boys.
Yeah.
With no wife.
That's right. Mama was.
And they probably don't even look white. They probably look mixed. Probably look like Pat.
Mama was in the house working.
So why did Mama didn't stay in contact with him?
Well, Mama can't stay in contact with who?
The boys.
I guess she might have did, Marvin. That's her business. But she was dealing with brother, and then on top of that, that was Tyree. So Mr. Moody couldn't come till she didn't go to the store. Brother still had called himself having a credit account with Mr. Moody at the store. So whenever Mama went in the store, she was gonna kiss at the boy. I love you, Mama love you, that's like that, that's what she would do. I remember that just it's just sitting here talking to you. That's all she could do, cause nobody know nothing. There was a lot of that going on. There was one lady that lives in the back of her, never seen a man in her house. Never, Marvin. Day or night, never seen a man. She had 10 kids. 10 kids. Never seen a man come in and out her door. Now time. She had 10 kids.
Why she give him up?
She had to. It wasn't the point that Mama gave him up. The point of it was she could not keep him the way she wanted. She wanted to keep him, but she couldn't.
Why?
Because of what was going on in the segregation there. She couldn't keep him. She could
But
not.
she had them. How would they even know what babies who they was? If they were little babies.
Mama, look, let me tell you something. Mama and Mr. Moody knew, and they knew what they were doing. The only thing they did was kept it hush-hush. When Mr. Moody got married, Mr. Moody's wife did not ever know that those 2 kids that was there was Mama. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that. Your grandfather knew. Yeah, he knew. Your aunt and them knew. Yeah, they knew. But was nobody saying nothing at the time? Nobody, because of the fact that I don't know, Marvin. You ask me questions that go a little deeper than maybe I can tell you. I'm looking at it this way. I'm going to tell you, let me give you my side of the story. John and Mike were born before me. So actually, Mama was dealing with Moody way before my time. The way I see it was this way. I knew my mama was poor and Mama was working in the white folks' house. She said that wasn't the only house Mama was working in. Not only the Moody boys' house. There was another couple houses Mama worked in. For the white folks, do their clothes and iron their clothes, wash their shoes, do whatever she had to do to make ends meet. Now, when my daddy came along, supposedly gonna be Mama's man and stuff, they got them a little place. But the boys was already here. Boys was already here. Now I came then my time. I came at the house with her dad, my supposed to be daddy had the house. Okay, after he left Mama, didn't show back up no more. Mama went back down to the movie. That's it. All right.
It's okay.